Drinking Buddies, the brand new batch of Stagg has finally hit Arizona. Stagg 23C. But is it good?
I'm your drinking buddy.
All right, Drinking Buddies. So I thought that, 6 open bottles of Stagg wasn't enough, so we had to make it 7. Honestly, I just really wanted to get a review out for this one for you guys. I need to make sure it's worth hunting. If I sit on it for a while, it won't even be worth reviewing because everyone will have already seen reviews of it and you won't need it and it'll be out of stores and gone. So sometimes you get a bottle, you just got to crack it early when you're a reviewer like me. So here we go, Stagg 23C. Why is this information useful? Stags are really hard to come by. Well, if you're in a community like I am, maybe you find out this batch is, not that good. And you have somebody in your community that's looking for this batch. You could trade a existing Stagg that you have. You could trade this one for an existing Stagg that they have that you like, or vice versa. You find out this Stagg is amazing. You could take an existing Stagg you have and trade it with a friend, that type of thing. That type of information is useful to have. Now, if I advocate for trading, I should definitely point in here, don't be trading online. Trade with people you know, trade with people you trust. This is really candy on the nose, like, dare I say Smarties? Like the little thingies that are Smarties. You guys know what Smarties are. But also little cherry cola, blackberry, and some nice oak. There's some nice oak here. Last note, there is some proof coming off here. It does smell kind of hot, but what's the proof on here? 125.9. That's pretty low for Stagg, right? Pretty low for Stagg. Is this the one that's the lowest proof Stagg ever? Might be. I'll put a comment right here. I'll put something right here if that's the case. Because, they very rarely get that low. But yeah, very nice nose, very complex. Oh. That is really nice. Explosion of flavor. There's so much going on here, a lot to unpack. Blackberry, cherry, the cola thing comes through, bourbon, vanilla, brown sugar. It has this really front of the palate note where it's singeing the tip of my tongue with heat. Somebody told me the other day that right before they take a sip, they do this. To blow the existing ethanol off the top layer. I don't know, I'm going to keep experimenting with that because I don't think it made a difference. This one is drinking a little hotter than 126 proof, or 125.9, right? Or let's call a spade a spade. That's 126 proof. I have scratched this glass really bad. Huh. Wonder how I did that. Scratches all over this glass. Maybe I need new Glens. Overall, I would say this is a pretty average Stagg batch. On the finish, I'm getting some cherry cola as well. I got it on the nose and on the palate. Overall, the palate is good. The nose is really good. I find the finish to be a little lacking. I'm getting more ethanol than I'm getting a lot of the other notes that I normally get off a Stagg. I'm going to go ahead and say this is probably like a mediocre Stagg batch. Stagg's great. So you find this bottle on the shelf for $60. There's no better bottle that you can get for $60. Even if it's the worst batch of Stagg ever, there's no better $60 bottle at retail than a bottle of Stagg. So no matter what, it's a buy. But I will say it is probably one of the weaker batches of Stagg I've had. I think that it's really hitting me with the ethanol, and just especially on the finish. And it's just leaving me wanting to go to one of these picks, or maybe a batch 16 or batch 20. What do I have here? 23A, which was really good. Kind of wanting me to go back to 23A because that one is mind-blowingly good. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this Stagg. Buy it if you see it, but keep in mind there's better Stagg batches out there. Anyway, drinking buddies, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. I can't do this without you. Every time you guys like the video, every time you guys subscribe to the channel, you make this thing possible. Cheers. We'll see you on the next one.